Mineplex, one of the best multiplayer server ever. It was a well-known server in the Minecraft community. Some players might not be around for this long, but once Mineplex was the king of the multiplayer server, reaching over 30,000 players to just now a few thousand. Today, they are not even in the top 10 of the best Minecraft server. What happened to Mineplex to make them fall so far down? Hi guys, I'm Natsu. Today we'll be talking about how Mineplex rises to the top, where it all began, what happened to Mineplex for them to fall off, and how Hypixel beats Mineplex in players count. No more time to waste, let's get started. So, Mineplex was just released to the public back in January 2013. When Mineplex releases, they made their server really unique and different from other servers at the time by releasing an arcade server. It's very different in the changes to the multiplayer landscape since an arcade server that haven't been seen much at the time. They introduced their first game modes called Castle Siege and Bridges, two fast-paced team-based PvP games that was very different from other multiplayer servers and seen at the time, and it gets Mineplex a lot of recognition. Later, Mineplex and Better MC merged together, and this makes the rises of Mineplex and their server known as the arcade meta between 2013 and 2015. At that era, Minecraft arcade-based game modes sparks the multiplayer community bigger than ever. Some servers try to make their own arcade-based game modes, some servers such as Hypixel, Minecade, and The Hive. But Mineplex still remains at the top spot, probably in the term of the quality of the games and the originality. Also, nothing compares to what Mineplex released in November 2013. What Mineplex released that era has changed the Minecraft multiplayer community and possibly the most popular game mode that Mineplex ever released in history. In November 2013, Mineplex releases their own version of survival games. This survival games is a game changing for the community and it became their most popular game mode ever. But keep in mind, the survival games wasn't their original idea. The first survival games were created by the MCSG server back in 2012. But what makes the Mineplex one better, it spreads to more wider audience, taking out the competitive aspect that MCSG had and some arcades touches. Some arcade servers trying to follow the survival games trend like Hypixel and The Hive, but their own versions cannot compete with the version that Mineplex had. With this game mode, makes Mineplex so popular that it reached out to the YouTube community. YouTubers started playing survival games on the servers such as Captain Sparkle. Mineplex survival games would gain tons of millions of views on YouTube at a time. At that time, when Mineplex finally has the status known as the king of the Minecraft multiplayer community, then what happened to make them fall so far behind the other servers? Arcade game modes wouldn't last forever, since players started to become more competitive with one another. The multiplayer meta was started to change. Following up to 2015, a renewed PvP interest started to rise. Some servers such as Batline, Koei, and MCSG has seen an unexpected amount of players. The PvP-based game modes was rising to popularity throughout the multiplayer community. Then a new multiplayer meta, a period of time passed, 2015, where all the most popular game modes in some way cooperated 1.7 and 1.8 based combats in their own game mode. But the arcade meta was slowly losing popularity after that. And that's when Hypixel come into place. Hypixel has always been behind Mineplex for a long time now. And in June 2015, Hypixel introduced the new game mode to their server known as Skywars and make Hypixel exploded into its popularity. Skywars a fast-paced team PvP game mode that was perfect for the PvP meta. Even though Skywars wasn't an original idea from Hypixel, but it makes it very different from other servers. Then in 2017, Hypixel overtook Mineplex and dominated the Minecraft multiplayer community. The Hypixel teams are very smart. When they release a new game, they must know that it appeals to a larger audience. For example, the Pit appeals to the Kid PvP community, Bed Wars appeals to the Egg Wars on the CubeCraft community, and Duels appeals to the PvP and the 1v1s community. For Hypixels, they make sure that the games can be played by yourself, a friend, or with a member of the party. But for them, when they release these games, they make sure it appeals to much wider audiences. And then Mineplex realizes that they are falling behind. Then in June 15, 2017, Mineplex introduces a new game into their server called Heroes of Gwen. This game is pretty much like League of Legends. You must think that this is a terrible idea, and you are right. There are no demands for the Minecraft League of Legends in the community whatsoever, and they still think it was a good idea. But later on though, in February 23rd, 2018, the game was removed. Also, Mineplex tried to follow the PvP trends with their own game mode called Gladiator, which is a 1v1 duel game. Even though it's a good idea, it still lack of gameplays. Because on hypixel, you can choose on different kits to PvP on, and you can win prizes and stuff by playing it. But on Mineplex, there's just one kit and you don't win anything from it. Also, Mineplex games has been removed and they split the staff teams. So half of the team works on the Java version of the server and the other half works on the Bedrock version of the server. Mineplex losing players because of cheaters also. Mineplex anti-cheat isn't good enough and hack clients can bypass this Mineplex very easily at this point. Then later on they added the Gwen anti-cheat, but there's still some hack clients and bypasses Gwen anti-cheats. As that being said, Mineplex is gonna still fall behind and I don't think there will be a comeback from Mineplex whatsoever. Their staffs are not active, they have so many potentials to get players too. Well, remember Mineplex, one of the best multiplayer server and a game changer. From getting 30,000 members on the server to now just getting a few thousand present days, hypixel will keep on growing and growing. But yeah, big rip to Mineplex. We all will remember back in the survival games days. RIP Mineplex. Anyway guys, hi, I'm Natsu here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell to see more videos from me. And I got the idea from Intel Edits to make this video since I really like Mineplex. I used to play on it and it reminded me of the great times I had while playing on it. Nowadays, the games aren't fun anymore, but they do have some good game called Skate Wars that is doing pretty good right now though. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching and peace out folks, and thank you Intel Edits for making the video. I got some of your ideas from you and thank you so much guys, and peace out folks.
The party's